Hello everybody, we're talking about the Mario movie today. I saw the Mario movie recently, just a few days ago on, I believe it was Friday. But yeah, it was really good. So we're gonna be talking about it today, because I need an excuse to talk about this movie. We're gonna be starting off just going over non-spoiler topics. We're not getting to spoilers yet, just gonna be talking about my general thoughts on the movie, like the casting, going over gripes I have with it, what I thought was done well. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna start off by talking about the casting for the movie. Just go over some of the people that were in the movie. Um, we're gonna start from the top. Just Chris Pratt Mario. Honestly, you know, I loved it. I thought it was great. Some of my friends are like, "Oh, why are you saying you love it? It was just Chris Pratt." I personally, I forgot it was Chris Pratt by the end of the movie. I thought he did a really good job at bringing Mario, his kind of Brooklyn accent back, because it's, since the beginning of, these Mario TV shows or movies, he's always been from Brooklyn, New York. And I thought he did a pretty good job at making him sound realistic to Mario as a video game character and as, a person, like from the past Mario movie, from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I thought he did a really good job. So I liked Chris Pratt's performance in the movie. I think it was honestly way better than anyone would have expected, and I think the internet owes Chris Pratt an apology because, my god, we shit on him way too much, and he did a really good job. Nextly, I'm going to be talking about Charlie Day's Luigi. Now, Charlie Day's Luigi was actually pretty good too. I really did like it. However, I wish he had more screen time and more scenes, because, as we know from the trailers, he gets kidnapped by Bowser. And that kind of limits his screen time, and I honestly wish that he would have just had more time in the spotlight, because, yeah, well, I'll get into it later. But yeah, he also did a really good job, Charlie Day. Gonna be talking Anya Taylor-Joy, Princess Peach, is what we're gonna get into next. She did good. I really liked her, Princess Peach. I wish that it was just a little bit more high-pitched. She kind of just sounds like a woman. She sounds like Anya Taylor-Joy more than Princess Peach, and I just wish that, she sounded more what, I would think Princess Peach would sound like. Because, Charlie Day sounds like what you would expect Luigi to sound like. Chris Pratt actually did some, voice work for Mario, which I appreciated. And maybe it's just because I haven't really seen Anya Taylor-Joy in anything else, but, she did a good job, don't get me wrong. I think she did an amazing job still. I just wish that it sounded a little bit more like the Peach that we know and love. Keegan-Michael Key's Toad was pretty good. I liked it. I liked that he actually put on a voice for it. But, personally, I think it could have been a little bit better. Not saying it was bad in any way. I enjoyed all of the voices in the movie. They fit the characters really well. I just think, it was good, but it takes some getting used to because of Toad's normal, like, after that, going to, an actual voice for Toad is just a little bit weird for me. But, yeah. There were also, a couple other Toads in the movie that just, a lot of them did have, the typical, but, for the background characters. There was this one Toad that had a voice actor that I'll get into later in the spoiler section, because I don't want to spoil, cameo voices. But that was really out of place to me. It fit for another character he did, but it did not fit for the Toad. And then there's another Toad that's, not even, high-pitched like Keegan does for his Toad. It's literally just it's me, I'm Toad. And he's, talking all, serious. And I did not like that at all. I did not like that voice about Toad at all. Jack Black's Bowser. Holy crap, that was... It stole the show, man. I loved it. It was amazing. Again, I wish he had more screen time, because the movie focuses more on Mario, which, you know, you'd expect that it's Mario's movie. But honestly, I hope Bowser gets like a sequel movie, like a spin-off movie. I need Bowser to have his time in the spotlight, because, my god, I need to hear more of Jack Black's Bowser. It was amazing. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah. Who else did we have? We had Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong. That one was good. It just, I wish he did a little bit more of, like, a special voice for DK. It was still good. Don't get me wrong. Seth Rogen's voice fits Donkey Kong amazingly. It fits him so well. But yeah, it's just, I wish he had a little bit more of a, you know, defined voice for DK, because it just sounds like Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen's laugh coming out of Donkey Kong is cursed as all hell, though. Just to let you know. We had Kamek. His voice was really good. I think Kamek's voice was actually one of the better voices in the movie. So yeah, there's that. It's just, I really don't have any gripes with the, like, casting. I think the casting was amazing. I just really wish some of them would have put more effort into making the characters sound, you know, more like a character and not like just, oh, it's Seth Rogen, or oh, it's Anya Taylor-Joy, you know. But hey, I don't, like, it was still a great movie, and the voice acting really did not, like, affect my enjoyment of it. And like, the voice acting was great. I don't, like, my complaints about the voice acting are very small, very minuscule. I would not take these, like, these small little criticisms and be like, oh, it ruins the movie. It does not. The movie's still great, like, without, like, special voices. Just hearing Seth Rogen, hearing Anya Taylor-Joy, you know, it works. It's not bad in any way. It's just, you know, I personally would have wished that they got, like, more defined voices rather than just sounding like the celebrity, I guess. But again, for Anya Taylor-Joy, I really have no room to speak because I haven't seen her in anything else. So this is just what I assume she sounds like. But yeah, the movie's plot is pretty good. You know, it's basic plot, nothing too, you know, serious. Just like, it's what you think a Mario plot would be. Someone gets kidnapped, Mario has to go save him. So yeah, there's a lot of, like, small B, C, D, E plots that happen. Like, at the beginning of the movie, there's a small little plot line. There's a small little plot line with the Kongs. There's a little plot line at the end of the movie. So yeah, it's just, like, a bunch of, like, small little arcs set into one. And I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty good that, you know, the movie didn't take itself too seriously. They just want to have fun with it, and I think that's the best thing as a video game adaptation for a movie. Especially of Super Mario, a series that isn't very serious. Like, if they took the movie too seriously, it would have probably, like, the tone would have been off. It's Super Mario, you gotta do it. You just gotta make it a fun movie. Like, a fun family movie. The, you know, design of the movie, the artwork, the rendering, just basically how they made the movie. It looks great. I have no complaints with the visuals at all. They are beautiful. There's, like, references hidden everywhere. Like, God, I'll talk about it once we get into spoilers, but, you know, it's just, there's references everywhere. It just looks beautiful. It looks nothing like anything else Illumination has ever made, and I just love that they obviously put effort into this. Sure, it was only because, you know, Miyamoto threatened Meledandri, because I'm sure if they fucked up the Mario movie, there would have been, like, some form of, you know, conflict between Illumination and Nintendo. So it's really good to see that, you know, the artwork is so amazing for this movie. Because, Jesus Christ, I could not imagine a Mario movie with, like, typical Illumination animation. It would be horrible. You can still see, like, some parts of Illumination coming through, like every once in a while. But, you know, it's like almost completely detached. Like for most of the movie, you do not even remember that it's being made by Illumination. It's just like, maybe like one or two scenes, which again, I'll get into. But yeah. Well, you know, that being said, we've talked about, you know, my thoughts on the cast, my thoughts on, you know, what the movie looks like, my thoughts on the plot. Like, it's a good, fun plot. So, you know, with all the non-spoiler stuff out of the way, I will say we're starting to talk about the spoilers now. We're going to go into spoiler territory. So, I'd say if you haven't seen the movie yet, go see it. You don't, like, I'd hope you come back to listen to what I think about the rest of the movie. But, you know, don't worry if you don't want to. Just go see the movie. Thank me later. So, yeah, let's start talking about spoilers now. We're just gonna start from kind of the top of the movie. We get, you know, Mario and Luigi. It opens up after, you know, Bowser's whole invasion on the Ice Kingdom that we saw in the very first trailer. That's just how the movie starts. I didn't think it would be how the movie starts. It's how the movie starts. And then Bowser's like, who's gonna stop me? And then it goes into the Super Mario Brothers trailer, like the, not the trailer, the advertisement, where it's like, we're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's our game. Yeah, it goes into that. And from there, it, you know, pans out, and Mario and Luigi are celebrating, you know, they've got an advertisement, holy shit. We start out in, like, Punch-Out Cafe, which, oh my god, I did not expect to start out in Punch-Out Cafe, because my friend was like, dude, that's a Punch-Out character. I was like, oh shit, it is. Yeah, we basically get the whole thing. It's like, oh, the Super Mario Brothers aren't even gonna get a client. They get a call. Like their first client ever, they get a call. And they go, and this is like one of the parts where you can see Illumination coming through. Because they decide that instead of, like, basically, the thing that goes wrong here is it's their first job, and, you know, they go into this home, and the part that sticks out as, like, oh, it's Illumination to me is, of course, they make the Mario Brothers, Luigi specifically, accidentally anger a dog, which then later on, about like 2 or 3 minutes later, the dog comes back and, you know, tries to attack Luigi and just messes up the whole job. They fix the, you know, they fix the issue, but then this dog makes it worse by, you know, ruining the whole bathroom and all that. And then, you know, the Mario Brothers are blamed for it. So yeah, that's just, you know, one of the parts that, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, this is obviously made by Illumination, because what other studio would have Mario and Luigi have a conflict with a dog? What other fucking studio would do that? But yeah, that's just like one of the few things you're watching it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is Illumination. And, you know, not the worst thing in the world, but it's just kind of like, of course. Like, of course it's something Illumination would do. But yeah, then they get sucked into the... Well, no, they don't get sucked into the warp pipe. They go back home, and Mario's dad is like, oh, I'm disappointed in you. And Mario's like, oh, thanks for the blah, 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 blah. He goes back to his room. It was really cool. He was playing Kid Icarus on an NES, which, you know, sets the era of the movie, like, when it's taking place. Which is like, okay, that's cool. This is like, it's taking place when the NES was out. So he's playing Kid Icarus on the NES. Yeah, it's just there's a bunch of cool things that are happening, like a bunch of cool references. When Mario and Luigi are going to their first job, they, you know, do a whole little, like, side-scroller platforming sequence. I really enjoyed that. There are like 2 or 3 of those in the movie, and each one of them is beautifully done. But yeah, there's a lot of things I really enjoyed. There was like towards the end of the movie when Mario and, like, God, it was so stupid. Bowser's marrying Peach, and then you know, Peach is like, I'm not gonna marry you, so he's like, let's destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. And he sends a Banzai Bill out of a volcano that's, you know, the size of a fucking nuke. And it's gonna basically nuke the Mushroom Kingdom. And so Mario stops it. And what does Mario decide to do? He decides, let's send it through the warp pipe back to Brooklyn. So he sends this Banzai Bill back through the warp pipe, and it blows up, and then sucks everything into it, and they end up in Brooklyn at the very end of the movie. And, you know, Bowser's picking on Mario, you know, he's the villain, he's gotta give his whole, like, speech against Mario. And it's cool because after he finishes this speech and, like, just goes to attack, you know, Luigi, Peach, and Donkey Kong, and Toad, I think, too, you could hear, like, the roar, like, the Bowser roar from the game. It's like, Whoa! And, you know, it transitions really well from Jack Black's voice into that, and my god, it was amazing. It was so good. It's just a bunch of little references like that. They put Bowser in a jar at the end of the movie, which, oh my god, why, out of all things, a jar? It's just, Jesus Christ. They had to have known. They had to have known. There's, Shy Guys, you know, Shy Guys capture Luigi, take him to Bowser. And it really surprised me and my friend were watching it, and the Shy Guy was like, wow. And we didn't expect them to have, like, their normal noises, so that was really, like, a thing that pleased me. I was like, oh, got the little Shy Guy noises, they got the wow. So yeah. Just a bunch of, like, game references that, you know, of course, only a Mario fan would recognize. Well, not even only Mario. Basically, people who understand Mario, who've played at least one Mario game, will probably get a lot of references that are just great. But yeah, they showed on this little map thing, like this map table, they had like all the islands. It was, you know, Bowser's ship, it was like the Dark Lands, which is Bowser's kingdom. It had the Mushroom Kingdom, it had the Kong Kingdom. And then I'm pretty sure it also had Sarasa Land, which was really cool because it makes me hopeful that we'll see Daisy in the future. I think she's from Sarasa Land at least. I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah. Just a bunch of really cool, like, blink and you miss it moments. One of the like metal moments, Jesus Christ, was Bowser's interrogating Luigi, and he ends this interrogation by throwing Luigi to the ground and yelling, "Let's see how tough this Mario fella is when I kill his brother in front of him." I was like, holy shit. I did not expect it. It was just came out of nowhere. It was insane. So yeah. That happened. There was, this whole, like, one of the, like, side plot points is that, you know, Bowser, he's trying to marry Princess Peach, and, you know, Mario is getting in the way of that because Mario and Peach are, you know, bonding and stuff. It's obvious that Mario and Peach have a thing for each other. And crazy thing is, Bowser is jealous of Mario. And that's like the reason he's out to get Mario, is because he's jealous of him. It's insane. It's so weird. It's like a love triangle type of thing, I guess. But it's really not a triangle. It's Bowser likes Peach, Mario likes Peach, Peach likes Mario. It's more of like a love line, I guess. I don't know. Weird, just weird stuff all around. So yeah, there's that. They also, God, they gave us Peach's backstory, which is something that I never expected. They gave us Princess Peach's backstory. She's also from Brooklyn. Or at least the human world. Maybe not Brooklyn, but she's from the human world. Which just was insane to find out. They just nonchalantly drop it too. They just drop it and move on. Like it's not the biggest piece of Mario lore we've ever gotten. They state, like, Princess Peach came through the warp pipe as a baby, and the Toads raised her. And, you know, we've always thought, like, Peach, you know, she was born a toad, like a toadstool, and somehow grew into Peach? No, she's from the human world. She's from the human world. It's like the biggest Mario lore we've ever gotten. And it's just dropped and then they move on. It's insane. Like, oh my god, I'm speechless about that part. There's the whole thing where Bowser was singing about Princess Peach. That was really funny. He was like, peaches, 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 peaches. It was so good. It was really funny. There's also, like, post-credit scenes, you know. There's the one with Bowser playing the piano again. And then there's the one with the Yoshi egg. And personally, I think that those scenes should have been swapped. Because I would have much rather sat through all those credits for Bowser playing the piano again, rather than, you know, a Yoshi egg that cracks and then Yoshi! It's just like, really? That? Okay, they're setting up a sequel, cool, but that's the post-credit scene? I don't know. That's like one of my major gripes about the movie, is just the final post-credit scene. It annoyed me so much, Jesus Christ. I was like, are you kidding me? It was so annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I think I think I've got my point across. I really love the movie. The music was also amazing. God, like, picking up on references in the music was just beautiful for me. I really don't have anything else to say. I'm just I'm gonna be repeating myself. If you got here because you didn't care about spoilers and haven't seen the movie, go see the movie. Just go see it. It's so good. You will not regret it. I guarantee you. So yeah. Just Talking Super Mario Movie Edition. I guess that's what this was. Yeah. That's all I'm saying this time. It was just the Mario movie episode. Have a good day.